Here we are, welcome back to the channel. We're on the RTR League race. We're on round 5 of the championship. It's a sprint race event, so we've got 3 races. The first one, we're at Grand Valley South in the M4 GR4 car. We've got 18 laps and we're on racing soft tyres. So this is qualifying lap. We've got 10 minutes to set a decent lap, quite a short course. It's in about 1 minute 10 second lap. Not many places to overtake, not many opportunities, so getting a decent qualifying grip position I would say is quite vital. So this section here very tricky, only kind of one line, so there's not many overtaking places at all. Where the penalty line is here, just going to pass it. Not in a bad place, as you've got a corner coming straight up and you're not at top speed, so you're not going to lose as much time. But you can see Valkyrie, the minute is set, a stunning lap there, 1:10.299. We couldn't have got a 10.6, so we need to go faster than that. We're currently in P4, almost 3.5 tenths. We'll come across the line on that lap. That's our fastest lap. We get a 10.4, so exactly 2 tenths. We got third place, but then Slammer put in a decent lap there, just to pip us to third place. So you've got Valkyrie in pole, Jake in second is flying at the minute. Slammer a great third place, myself in fourth, Petrol fifth with a great lap. Talia, Kevin in 7, one of the main rivals for the championship. Mag, Tempo, Tom, Captain Slowly and Rever are your top 12. So this is the race, like I said, 18 laps, racing soft tyres. We start in P4. This car is a bit of a handful to drive around the circuit, so we've got to put traction control on 1, just to tame it slightly, so we get a decent start. We don't want any dramas because it's quite a long race, it's just over 20 minutes. So there's no drama, everyone behaving nicely in the first corner. No silly dive bombs, but this is what we want. But we need to stay with this group. Like I said, we've got to try and pick our time. Not many places. Probably the first corner is the main place to overtake after that big long straight. But a nice little section that we're going through there. So I'm board with Tom, who's in 10th place at the minute. Going down the inside of Mag to take P9. The Tempo just in front and Kevin's still in P7. So I'm board with myself on the end of lap 1. You can see they are trying to take the optimal line, but the Talia comes straight in, opportunistic move, but takes it nicely. Slight bit of contact, but nothing too much into it. So now we're side by side going into the first corner. So we don't want to lose track, like I said, in this one. It's 18 laps, but we don't want to let the leaders get away. So towards the end of the straight, we're trying to hang it around the outside of Italia. Trying to get around the outside, but he's wise to that move. He blocks it off nicely, so we took in a minute for P5. We've got Petrol just behind us as well. So what we're trying to do is side by side, actually, just going down the inside, and again we go slightly wide there, and then Kevin sees the opportunity. We get absolutely beat up at the beginning of the race, so we're down to P7, but you can see in front, Petrol hitting the wall. Oh, so unfortunate for them, but how lucky is that for us? We get away with that, but he ends up taking Kevin with him, and we'll go on board with Kevin. You can see he dives down the inside of us, we go slightly wide. Kevin follows through nicely. This is really fast corner, but it just catches the outside of the wall there, which sends him into the on the right hand side, and just Kevin's got nowhere to go. So unlucky there for Kevin. You can see Petrol on lap 3, down in 8th place, taking the inside of Mag with a nice little move there after his little off. So that's going to be a nice recovery drive for Petrol. Slammer, you can see in 3rd place, getting a half-second penalty. So on board with Talia now. Takes the podium position, but Valkyrie's still first and Jake in second. So we're behind Slammer on lap 3. We've got a decent run. We've got a 2-second gap to Tom, so yeah, no looking backwards now. We've got to move forward. We're going to get this move down the inside. Nice little gap I said up behind, so we haven't got to worry too much about the cars behind. We took it nicely inside of Slammer. We'll have another look at that in this first corner. Like I said, this is the main kind of place to overtake. And the rest of the section, you just got to keep it nice and clean and try and avoid his penalties if we can. But Tom getting a slight bit of understeer there, but I think this is the drift of the day for Tom. Look at that, backing it right into that corner. Brilliant action. We'll have another look at that as well from inside the cockpit. Definitely drifted there, catching the dirt on the inside. Nice little drift, look at that. Full opposite lock. Oh, showboated. But he did get a half-second penalty for that, unfortunately. But yeah, we've caught up with Italia. Again, we're on lap 5, and we're going to try and hang it on the outside. We tried before, couldn't quite make it. This time we get a nice little run down now, and we're in podium position from, well, 7th place. Yes, we're down in 7th at that one point. So we have another look at that again, down the inside, sorry, the outside of Italia. Nice little move there. So we had a nice recovery drive from P7. Then we've got to chase Jake to see if we can get this 2nd place. So board with Kevin, as you can see in front there, you've got Vegas just catching the dirt and ends up losing it and going off into the gravel. So Kevin in P12 looking to take Albanga and trying to get as high in up the grid as possible. Nice little move around the outside. Tricky little section, this one. The optimal line leaves it open for people to duck it down the inside, so it's very tricky to get that one right. So on lap 7, you've got onboarded Tempo down the inside of Albinist to take P12. He's chasing that top 10. Slammer again getting half-second penalty, which then gives Petrol just that bit of run to get around the outside to take P5. So a great little recovery from Petrol. On Kevin, oh god, that was close. Almost repeat on the same corner, getting wiped out again, but luckily Rainmag just ghosted in time. But brown pants time for Kevin, just got away with that one. Lap 10, you can see now we've caught up with Jake in P2. Jake goes defensive. We're going to try and go for that same move again that we did on Italia. Again, it's really tricky to do that with someone's down the inside. We just give each other enough room. Jake holding it down the inside and keeping that place. So next lap, again Jake defending. We're going to try again. Hopefully we've got a bit more of a run. So we're on to lap 12. We're going to try and hang it round the outside again. We don't want to waste too much time because Italia's not that far behind. If we have an incident, he can easily pick up the pieces. So we're going to stick on board with this. We go down the inside. It's again a very, very tricky section coming up. So what we do here, Jake's actually got a half-second penalty there. So we back off and we duck down the inside. Like I said before, this one is very, very tight. We're going to try to go side by side. There's a slight bit of contact there and Jake ends up in the wall. Now, we'll have another look at that again. Because this is really, really tight through here. So as we come in there, I'm going to slight bit of contact, and if anything, I think I'm going to take the blame for that one. Slight bit of contact. I tried to give him space, but I think carried a bit too much speed into that corner. And luckily, you can see there, he didn't really lose much time at all. Only a half-second penalty, but I did apologise to Jake after that. But yeah, it's one of those things. So on board with Albinist, Vegas gets a half-second penalty, and Albinist now into 12th place. And further up there, we've got Tempo and River going at it. It's really, again, this is an awkward one to get the power down to this tunnel. As you can see there, Tempo just going wide and River getting a position into the top 10. But that was it. That was the race. GG to Valk, who takes the win and the fastest lap. We come across in a solid 2nd place, and Jake takes the podium. So cracking race. Valkyrie 1st, myself 2nd, Jake 3rd. Talia takes 4th place. Petrol 5th. Slammer takes P6. Kevin started 7th and finished 7th in the end. Captain Slowly 8th. Rainmag 9th. Tempo 10th. Rev 11th and Albinist are your top 12. So on to race 2. We start this one where we finished last race. So we start in P2. We're at Tokyo Expressway East clockwise in the Bugatti Veyron GR4 car. Circuit I've never raced on, and we didn't have much practice on this at all. I think we ended like a lap, to be honest, before the race started. So this is going to be chaos. Tokyo Expressway, no runoff areas. So yeah, we need to run straight out of trouble if we can. So this is going to be a very eventful and chaotic race. No one having experience on this, I don't think. So yeah, so we're looking to take P1 and Valkyrie, get a nice little slipstream, come to this long straight into this dodgy first right-hander. Like we don't really know where we're braking here, so we're braking just about the 100 board, and this is kind of a late apex in this one. Really tightens up on the exit. You can see almost hitting the wall. Valkyrie coming down the inside, so we know this is going to be a 10-lap battle. Again, we're on racing soft tyres. So we've got Jake in hot pursuit in 3rd again. Really dodgy corner this one. All back, you can see in the back just hitting the wall. So take the lead. We've got Jake in 2nd, Talia in 3rd place. And this is a prime example of not knowing the circuit. I braked so much for that corner. and this one is flat out, but I braked and let off, and Jake took it flat out, and actually, yeah. So I think Jake has a bit more experience on the circuit than we do. But Kevin, yeah, in P6, I'm not sure what happened here, whether he had a wheel disconnect or something, but hits the wall and the car just absolutely dies. So, and after that he quit the room, so I'm not entirely sure what happened to Kevin, but what a shame. So he's out of the race. So we're on lap 2, as you can see, a lot of chaos going on there, people missing braking points, going to get pushed off almost into the wall. But yeah, absolutely chaotic. So we go from P2 to P4. Jake in the lead at the minute, Italia taking second, and we're right behind Valkyrie. You can see, look at the gaggle of cars we've got going here. This is another group. We've got Tom involved, Tempo, Reva, we've got Vegas involved. We've got 4 or 5 cars here all involved. Tom going down the inside of Reva. I was in hot pursuit of Old Banger as well. So we're still in P4 on lap 3. We're down the inside of Valkyrie in that really dodgy first right hand corner, so we're taking the podium position. We're on board with Vegas, who's trying to go on the outside of Tempo to tight, but he just manages to do it with a cracking move there, and Vegas in there looking quick. So the end of lap 3, you've got Ray Mag taking his outside line around Valkyrie, and it works, it pays off nice. You kind of you can get on that throttle extra early. It gives him a nice little run out that last corner. A bit further back, we've got on board with Vegas. Tom's just in front, just catches this yellow, I don't know if they're like barriers or I'm not sure what they are there, but yes, there's yellow kind of cone barriers things. Just hits that and Vegas takes advantage. So these are the top 2. We've got Jake and Natalia side by side. Myself in third and Valkyrie, so no one's really getting away here. Again, this is, I think we're learning the circuit like each lap as we're going. But you can see, look at the battle that's going on here. This is for 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th place. And so tight. But brilliant close racing all round. So we're in 3rd place, we're right behind Jake now and Talia. Talia going slightly wide, just catches the barrier, I think ever so slightly there. So we've got a nice run. And you can see how close this is. Now we're going flat out on this left-hander. We take P2 right behind Jake. When you're that close behind him, you can barely see where you're going. This Bugatti is a very wide car. So Talia now in 6th, going for that inside move in that last hairpin on Valk, and manages to make it stick. So like I said, the position's changing all the time. We've got Ramag having a great drive at the minute into 3rd place, and you can see he's right behind us now, and he manages to pass us in the slipstream. He's into 3rd place. You can see again we've got Ramag and Slammer going at it, and we go right behind them. The side by side coming through this tricky little section. Valkyrie now behind us, coming down the inside. This was absolute chaos for the whole race, but it was a fantastic race, nice and close. Look at that, how close this is. We're absolutely flat out here going through these corners. Absolutely brilliant. At some point you've got to try and back off so we don't end up in the wall. So Slammer going slightly wide there. We're coming to the end of the lap on lap 6. We get a nice run out of there. We can't let people get away. Jake at the minute, we're about 3.3 seconds behind Jake. He's not really had anyone battling him, so he's driving really well at the minute as well. So you can see we get slight hits on 7. Lap 7 pushes us into the barrier, and we end up in 6th place. So we've gone from 1st to 2nd to 3rd to 6th with only about 3 laps to go, so we need to get back in the game on this one. So on board with Slammer, and you can see there just the chaos that happens in that first corner. It puts us wide. Now we're into 6th place. So on board with Tom on lap 8. He's going down the inside of Vegas, cracking little move there. It's a double overtake. He's going to go down the inside of Captain slowly, so Tom making moves nicely. Double move there, up into 8th place. So on lap 9, Talia goes wide, and we've got to make some moves. We can't let these guys get away, so we decide to try and get around the outside. Just about make it, cracking move there to go around the outside again of Talia now in the hunt for Slammer. You can see how tight this was. Just about making it around the outside. So we're in hot pursuit of Slammer. So last lap, we're on board of Slammer. He's going on the outside of Valkyrie to take 2nd place, and this is a run to the line. You can see on board with ourselves. It's all kicking off in front. We're going to try and sneak down the inside if we can. Val goes slightly wide. in the inside of Raymag, and we're going to try and plant it now. You can see how close this is. We're going to keep on board to the right, run to the line. So we're only 1.9 seconds behind the leader. Jake will take the win. Slam is in second, but we need to try and get third place. We're going to try and get in the slipstream and pull out. But as you can see, as we pull out, Valk is still in the slipstream while Slammer in front. So yeah, we're going to have to set up a fourth place across the line. But you can see look how tight this is. You've got first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth, all within about 2 seconds. Absolutely fantastic race. So Jake takes the win. Slammer in P2, Valk in third, myself in fourth, Raymag fifth, Talia 6th, Petrol 7th, Tom in 8th, Captain Sully 9th, and Tempo 10th, River in 11th, and Albinist in P12. What an absolutely cracking race that was. So on to race 3. We're at Circuit de St. Croix, layout B, with the Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat, and this car is an absolute beast. We're starting P12, it's a reverse grid, so we finish 4th, we start 4th from the back. We're at 6 laps, and it's quite a long course, so it's over 2 minutes a lap. So we come to the first corner, and this car you have to brake so early. You can see it all kicks off in front. I mean, it's like pinball. Everyone's gone. We end up in P9 after that first corner, so we're going to have another look at this. I think Italia here cuts inside. I think just misjudges the braking slightly, ends up like a domino effect, and there's about 4 or 5 cars that have gone out of action there. But this car is an absolute handful. We've got traction control and counter steer assist on, because yeah, it's an absolute beast, absolute animal. So we're going down the inside of Valkyrie. You can see it's all kicking off again, people braking late, just keeping it on the track there. And we're already in P5. Going to try and get the inside of Valkyrie as well, just making it stick. You'll be so careful on the throttle. So we're in P4 after about 3 corners, so cracking start at the minute. On board with Reva, you can see Valk just going wide. It pushes Italia into Reva, and yeah, it just spins around. So these cars, like I said, Valk almost loses the back end there as well. So it's a real handful. You've got to be so gentle with this car. So come to the middle of the lap, we've got Tom just going wide in 3rd place. So we know he's going to have dirty tyres. We're going to sneak down the inside if we can. So Tom going slightly wide there. We plant it in 4th gear onto this long straight. So now we're up into 3rd place. We come to the end of the straight. Love this corner. You see Jake in front again, just going on the grass. So now we're in P2, and Kevin is in 1st place. We need to chase Kevin down if we can and try and look for this win. River goes off in the last corner. So Petrol now into the top 10. You see Jake and Tom going at it on lap number 2, side by side, but a nice little drift around the corner there. So Jake down the inside, bit of a switcheroo there, Tom going slightly wide. It's really hard to judge this braking in this car. Really, really is. So Slammer goes off onto the grass, which leaves Raymag to sneak down the inside. But you think you're braking too early with this car, but you want sport soft tyres as well. So braking is definitely the biggest thing for me on this car was the braking and the throttle application as well. So we're going to try and make a move on Kevin, going to this corner after the long straight. So we take 1st place on lap 2. So we've had an absolutely cracking start. I think the best exit on there, so Kevin is just behind us. He's going to have a nice little dive. He cuts down the inside again. So I love battling with Kevin. It's always hard, it's always fair, it's always fun. But Kevin again almost loses the back end. It's great. I mean, it was good fun. It was good fun. You can see there Kevin as well. Look at the back end. It's so happy on this car. So we're going to try and get down the inside again. We've got Jake just behind us, so we can't afford to take each other out. We'll try and put him under as much pressure as we can. So we're going to try and have a look down the inside. Again, it's a nice tricky corner there. You've got to be careful not to get all 4 wheels across the white line. So we go down the inside. And this is a really, really awkward right-hander. You see, you get a slight tap there, which puts us wide. So now Jake's in the driving seat. He's going to try to go down the inside. You go slightly wide, so we cut back in. And we're side by side going around this dodgy corner. Just gets on the grass. Luckily for Jake, doesn't spin, keeps it on the black stuff. And Tom behind, look at Ray. Ray Mag, nice little slide there. But Tom takes advantage of that and up into P4. So on to lap 3. But again, we're still right on Kevin, he goes wide. Now we're going to try and go down the inside. This is the chance that we need to take the lead. Again, we take the lead on lap 3. And now we need to try and make a move for it. Again, we'll have another look at that. Kevin goes slightly wide and we're going to try and, we see it down the inside. And now we've got to try and make a move for it. We've got to try and make a gap. We're on lap 3, so we've only got 3 more laps to go. Slammer in P7, behind Valk. We've got Raymag there just going off. Tom goes slightly wide. There's cars. Oh, Tom drifting all the way around there. But there's cars absolutely everywhere. There's Tom again. He's completely drifting that car side. Just look at that. Smoke got off the wheels. Great action by Tom. Brilliant. Valkyrie takes advantage onto that and gains position. On board of petrol, got Albinus there just going wide. Tom goes on the grass and look at that, absolutely mugged. You lose a bit of time, get on the grass and you lose so much time. So Tom now down into P8. It's just back and forth all race. And this is what I like about this last race and the sprint race events. We always use the road cars and it always causes a lot of carnage, a lot of chaos, but also good close racing. Jake now takes second place from Kevin. So we know Jake's looking quick. Jake's on the hunt for us, and Kevin just catches the wall and spins round. Unfortunate for Kevin, he's not had the best of rounds at the minute, and you can see now Valkyrie behind. You can see Kevin in his sights, so he's going to try and hunt down this podium. So on lap 4, now Valkyrie's caught up with Kevin. They're going side by side. The Dutch drivers battling out for the podium position. See Kevin just hanging on to that in a minute, and Slammer right behind Valkyrie. He's having a great round as well, Slammer, tonight. So Valkyrie, look at that drifting around the corner again. He's going to try a nice switcheroo. He comes back down the inside of Kevin to take the podium position. Kevin's going to try and fight this all the way if he can. But Valk just holding on to third place at the minute. Jake has set a fastest lap of the race at the minute. So everyone, lap 5. We're going to start the final lap of the race. We set the fastest lap of the race of 3:22.8. So the minute we just seem to have clicked and connected with this car. We're driving really well. We're on 1.6 seconds average bow in front of Jake, so we know we don't have to push it too hard on the last lap. So on board with Albinus Italia, just catching 2 wheels on that gravel on the last lap, and that's unfortunate now because you're going to get Raymag have a nice run out there as well to take P8. And that was that. From 12th place, we took the lead and we didn't look back. We set the fastest lap of the race as well, and we take a win at race 3 of the sprint event. An absolutely cracking race. Jake in P2, Valkyrie takes another podium. We've got a Slammer in 4th place, Kevin ends up in 5th, Tom in 6th, Albinus in 7th with a great drive, Raymag in 8th, Captain Slowly 9th, Italia down in 10th, Reva in 11th and Petrol in P12. But what a cracking night for us. We've got a 1st, 2nd and a 4th, so all good points for the championship, which we can look at right now. And this means that we're still in the lead by 5 points. We set 2 fastest laps. We set 1 in the second race and the last one. And Kevin in P3. So these are the guys to look out for. If you like that, guys, like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Laters.